Welcome to the Chicago Academy of Sciences and its Peggy Notebaert Museum. My name is Doug Tarrin. I am the chief curator here. First of all, thank you, State Senator Bush, for all of your leadership on this issue that has culminated with today's announcement. I also want to contribute and acknowledge and applaud all of the people in this space for their support and contributions. The Chicago Academy of Sciences Peggy Notebaert Museum is pleased to support House Bill 6182 that would result in the planting of milkweed, the chief food source of monarch caterpillars, along median strips of Illinois highways. We are honored that State Senator Bush is making her announcement to help the monarch butterfly population right here because the Peggy Notebaert Museum and butterflies are such a natural fit. At the Nature Museum, education is at the heart of everything that we do, and one of our passions is teaching children about the monarch and its life cycle. Not only can people interact with butterflies every day of the year in the picturesque Judaisstock Butterfly Haven and on our outdoor nature trails exhibit, but the Nature Museum is nationally recognized for its butterfly conservation initiatives. We have worked to give endangered or imperiled butterflies like the regal fritillary and swamp meadowlark what we like to call a new release on life. Some of you may remember that in 2010 we hosted the internationally acclaimed exhibit Sanctuary, Flight of the Majestic Monarch. The exhibit connected people to the remarkable journey the monarch takes through our region every year. It is a journey worth celebrating and preserving because it is truly one of nature's most inspiring spectacles. The monarch butterfly, weighing less than a gram, takes a 2,500-mile annual flight from Canada through Chicago in the U.S. before finally finding sanctuary in the fir forests of the butterfly sanctuaries in Michoacan, Mexico. I've had the privilege of traveling to Michoacan, and the spectacle of monarchs clustered together in countless millions as far as the eye can see is almost indescribable. It is especially appropriate that we take decisive efforts to support the monarch because Chicago is home to the largest population of people from Michoacan outside of that state. While many people know the monarchs primarily for their trademark orange and black wings, the monarch, along with bees and other butterflies, plays a critical role in our ecosystem. Pollinators are essential to our food supply, and without their contribution, we would not enjoy many of the foods we take for granted. Unfortunately, pollinator populations are in decline. For monarchs, habitat destruction has resulted in fewer conducive places to grow milkweed, which means fewer monarchs. That's why preserving the pollinator food supply, in this case by planting more milkweed, is so critical. On behalf of the Peggy Notebaert Museum, I want to commend State Senator Bush once again, as well as the people here and throughout the state who are raising awareness for this critical issue. After this news conference, I look forward to answering questions and providing a tour of the Judaisstock Butterfly Haven and our Butterfly Conservation Lab. Right now, I'd like to turn it over to State Senator Melinda Bush.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful day to be here, and what a wonderful thing that we share. Obviously, Michoacan and the state of Illinois, it's our state insect, and it's the place where they go to winter, and it is just an amazing feat that happens. So today we know that the monarch butterfly is in crisis. Its population, some say, has declined 90% in the last 20 years. Monarchs could face extinction in the next 20 years if something wasn't being done. You know, like the work that's being done here, and like the work that's being done really across the state by many of our forest preserves that are also reintroducing milkweed to the population in the meadows. Monarchs are a wonder of nature. As you just heard, they travel about 2,500 miles. They migrate from Mexico up through Illinois by using markers up to Canada. It's pretty amazing. But on their way, they stop and they lay their eggs on milkweed. So one of the main reasons for the dwindling habitat of the monarch is the destruction of their habitat. Monarch butterflies literally cannot survive without milkweed. Monarch butterflies, it's the only plant that they lay their eggs on and the caterpillars grow. and then they turn, of course, into the beautiful butterflies that we know. Once a prolific native plant, the use of pesticides and herbicides nearly eradicated milkweed from the state of Illinois. So we are proposing that we're going to replant this along our roadways. Monarchs are important pollinators. We know that, just like the bees. And without them, you know, we really are putting our complex ecosystem at risk. We absolutely need pollinators to provide us the food, and particularly the variety of food that we have today. So this House bill creates a path for Illinois to be part of saving the monarch population. It was signed into law by the governor last Friday, August 5th. We're creating a specialty license plate sticker. We created a new universal license plate in the state of Illinois, so that we're changing going forward, and you will be able to buy stickers to go on the plates. This is the first sticker that we're creating in the state of Illinois, and it's a decal-based sticker, decal-based plate where stickers will be placed on them. Fees from the specialty plate will go towards a highway program where we're literally going to plant milkweed along the highways. You can imagine these are places where people don't walk, so it's going to provide a protected habitat also for the monarchs. So you can imagine these are otherwise unused median strips where we're actually going to be planting milkweed and letting it return to the natural habitat that the monarchs need to lay their eggs and repopulate. So today I'm encouraging everyone to voluntarily sign up for the sticker. We need 2,000 people to sign up for the sticker before it actually becomes part of the universal plate. After the 2,000, you will pay $25 for the Monarch decal, and then people who want to participate will pay an additional $29 to replace their current license plate with the new universal plate for decals. So I'm really proud to sponsor this conservation legislation, working in respect with places like we are, here today. It's a great cause. I want to really thank, though, Peggy Notebaert Nature Museum and Dr. Doug Taryn and the Friends of Federación de Clubes Michoacanes in Illinois for their binational work in Mexico and the U.S. to protect monarchs. Also like to thank SK Films for allowing us to use their footage from the IMAX documentary, and to Door County Living for their article, Journey of a Lifetime, that will be distributed here. Please spread the word. You need to call or stop in at our local Secretary of State's offices to reserve your sticker. We need to get 2,000 of these identified quickly. I know I'm going to be calling today and say that I want one, because I want to make sure that we're protecting something that is of international importance and really important to us here in Illinois and to Mexico. And I'd be happy to answer any questions also. Do you want to join me? Does anyone have any questions? Yeah.
Hi, my name's Gabriel. I work at Boyd. So are there any funds actually authorized apart from the license plate program for the planting of this milkweed and the conservation efforts, or is it all going to depend on how many people you get to participate?
So not at the state level. There's certainly been some efforts in other areas, but this is the first statewide effort to collect dollars to help plant milkweed along our highways.
What percentage of the money collected will go specifically for that?
So $10 of the $25 will go directly to planting the milkweed.
And the rest?
The rest goes to administration, printing the individual stickers, those kinds of things.
So you need 2,000 people to sign up.
We need 2,000 people to sign up.
What happens after you sign up?
After you sign up, you'll be asked to purchase a universal license plate, and then you will get a sticker that's currently being designed.
And it is that universal license plate that costs $25, right?
The plate is $29, And in the future, you would be able to have multiple stickers on a plate. We're going with a universal plate, which makes it easier in the future for our police to identify. We have so many, we have, I believe, 99 different plates that you can purchase right now. Those will all stay in place, but we won't be creating any new specialty plates. Any new specialty plates will be done with stickers. So they will be done with purchasing $29 for the plate, the plate itself, and $25 for the Monarch sticker.
The Monarch sticker, will that be something that you purchase annually? Or?
You will be purchasing it annually when you renew your license plates. Yes.
And what happens if you don't get the 2,000 people?
If we don't get the 2,000, the money will go to Monarch replenishing other places, working with other places to plant milkweed, some that already exist. We'll absolutely be using that money, but we've got to hit 2,000. I don't think it's going to be that hard to do. I think people in Illinois, a lot of people understand that this population is at risk, and when it's at risk, we're at risk. We know that the pollinators are so important. We were talking this morning, there's been a bit of a decline in population this year, really because it's been a bit of a wetter than normal spring. And they need a hotter, in particular the caterpillars need it to be warmer than it was this year. So, this is a population that's at risk, and it's really important that we sell 2,000 of these. And I think people are interested in saving the Monarch Butterfly. I know that the people that know about Michoacan and understand the importance of the monarch to certainly tourism also in Mexico. It's just, yeah.
When you sign up, are you already paying the $29 for the license plate?
No. When you sign up, my understanding is until we hit the 2,000, you're not paying. But you know what? I probably need to get back to you on that. I think I'm actually wrong.
It's
Antonio?
$10 if you sign in, only $10 that goes directly to the program. The money will be used for the program exclusively, and when we reach the 2,000, then the special license plate will be created, and you will get the sticker.
Sorry for the confusion.
Okay, so you don't purchase the license plate until you get the 2,000?
Until we get the 2,000.
Nonetheless, your money goes to the special fund to help the Monarchs, regardless of if we have the plate or not.
Yes. Thank you.
So is everyone going to have to update their plate at some point? Everyone's going to have to get a universal license.
There's really been no report from the Secretary of State yet on that, but that would be my assumption. I don't believe that there is a year by which that has to happen. But I would say at this point, though, this is really only for people that are purchasing, plates for specialty plates. So the regular plate won't change.
How tough was it, or was it tough at all, to get House Bill 6182 signed?
So I think that it was not easy because we have so many plates already, right? So there was really kind of almost a cap on them. People were saying Illinois already has too many specialty license plates. Excuse me, this is something I've been working on for the last couple of years, and what really allowed it to happen this year was the creation of the universal license plate, because that sticker is, it's much easier than for our police officers to identify plates, and it just makes so much sense that we create a special universal plate, for different priorities that people have and might want to invest money. So that made it easier.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Obviously, it's more than a butterfly.
Oh.
Can either one of you talk about the economical, educational, and social influence that the butterfly has in our state?
The monarch is clearly the most iconic insect on the entire planet.
There's one right now.
And there is one right now. We love the fact that monarchs use the grounds of the Nature Museum so avidly here. But it's in part because of the long distance migration, it affects a lot of people. And so it's beloved up here in Illinois, where it's a very familiar species. But if you go down to where it winters in Mexico, I know the soccer team in Morelia is named after the monarch. And so everybody loves the monarch, and it is a wonderful opportunity from people from Canada all the way down to Mexico to get behind a common cause here.
Yeah, and I think the monarch does tie us together, certainly across this country, and ties us to Mexico. Absolutely. It's really important that we protect the monarch, not just for its biological reasons, but also because of its cultural reasons and what it means to us. I mean, I remember being out in the meadows when I was young, out behind a trailer that we lived in, and it was full of milkweed and full of monarchs. So it's something that, you know, is just deeply embedded in our psyche.
Is the sticker, is it just like a small sticker that you've done and it can only be used with universal plate then?
Yes. I don't have the actual size of the sticker. Some of this stuff is still being worked out, but I believe they're going to be, you know, probably around 3 by 3, and there will be a place where you can put the sticker on the universal plate.
So it can only be used with that plate?
Only on the universal plates. Absolutely. This is the first sticker that's been approved for the universal plates.
So will the sticker continue to be voluntary, or will it eventually be mandatory once the new license plates are?
No, voluntary, just like any of the other plates that you buy now. Certainly there are plates that support the environment, there are plates that support different sports teams, universities. These stickers, you know, will be renewed annually, and the monies every year will go to continue to replant and maintain the habitat. And I love that you have orange on. She's looking like a butterfly over there.
Well,
Yeah.
Don, thank you, and you're more than welcome to join Dr. Aaron for the tour of the Butterfly Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Tarrant can give anyone tours of the garden out here with specific plantings, and also into the Butterfly Haven, where there are no monarchs in there, but there are lots of other
Oh my
species of
gosh,
butterflies.
you should take the time to go in. There are butterflies I've never seen before, and they are stunning. This is a pretty amazing place. Thank you. Really, really happy to be partnering with you here today. Thank you.